What is up, guys? Arolf Mora here, back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Silver Surfer himself. So let's get into it. So taking a look around the packaging, on the top, Silver Surfer name up top. On the side, you get a cool picture mirrored on the other side as well. Cool picture of the figure, a brief description, so pause if you want to read that. On the bottom, UPC, scan if you want it, and without further ado, let's get into it. Doing some size comparisons, here is Silver Surfer next to 3 of the Fantastic Four: Thanos, X-Force Deadpool, Wolverine, and Typhoid Mary, a couple of Avengers, the SH Figuarts, Iron Man Mark 50, and the Marvel Legends Mark 7. For Silver Surfer's accessories, he comes with 3 pairs of hands in total, so 1 pair of these flying hands, good for some cool flying poses on a surfboard or some other dramatic poses, as well as 1 pair of fists right here, and the other pair of open hands right here. So the fists are good for like just fighting poses, I guess, or some other cool poses, and the wall crawling or Spider-Man sculpted hands are good for other dramatic poses as well. And they're fitted for the other accessory, which is these like cosmic power yellow beam thingies, which have some nice detail on them, and you could fit them on the open hands right here like so. So that's what that looks like. Lastly, he comes with his silver surfboard as well, which is made of this hard plastic, and it is quite flexible due to how long it is, but bending it too much can make it snap like so. That doesn't happen in the video, but and it'll never happen ever. But taking a closer look at it, the silver that's painted throughout the whole surfboard is painted cleanly. The lines sculpted nicely as well. No imperfections here. There are some scuffing marks on the side due to the fact that they probably had to cut this out of a mold. It doesn't bother me that much, but overall the board is painted cleanly and sculpted nicely. It does have a peg at the back of the board, and you can use both of the peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So right here I am using the left peg hole right here on the left foot, just attaching that. This is what it looks like when he's on the back of his board, and this is what it looks like on the front of his board, which is basically the back, but you can make it look like he's standing on the front. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And if you want him to look like a surfer dude in Los Angeles or San Diego, this is what it looks like, him holding the board. So taking a closer look at Norrin here, starting off with the head sculpt. Really like the head sculpt, very alien-like with the paint around his eyes here, the baldness of his head. But the hinges here are also painted as well, which is nice. There are some instances like in the wrist hinges right here where it's not painted all the way, or it kind of got scuffed up during articulation. I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me as much. At least they tried to paint the hinges, but most of the hinges here, like the elbows, are painted right there. You can see with the wrist here, it's kind of cut off right there. But mostly the knee hinges are also painted as well, and I really like that. The silver on this guy is pretty shiny. It's kind of have a matte silver. It's not like the reflective silver that we see in the Fantastic Four movie, Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's not that kind of reflective. It's kind of a more matted silver, which I like. And as I mentioned before, like the hinges here on the knee joints are also painted, which is nice. But overall, the paint job is clean. You might notice some scuffings here and there, obviously. That is expected with Hasbro's QC controls. And at the bottom of his feet, it's all painted silver as well, which is really nice. For Radd's articulation here, starting off with the head sculpt, it's on a ball hinge, so it does rotate all the way around. It can look up that far, which is great, and down that much, which is also great. He also has the tilty shifty head movement like so, And he also has the forward and back shifting forward and back articulation like so. Arms do rotate all the way around. They bend out about 90 degrees, a little more than 90 degrees on the left arm here. So there's that. Also, you can bend inward that much. Also, the left arm here can bend more than the right arm, which is quite unfortunate, but that's okay. He also has a butterfly joint, which bends back that far for some dynamic poses. I appreciate that. And can bend forward that much, so you can make him cross his arms a little bit. And it's kind of loose as well, which is quite unfortunate. He also has a bicep swivel, double jointed knees. Now his wrist here, showing you the articulation on the saluting hand, rotates all the way around, bends up that far and down that much. Showing it on the open hand here, does rotate all the way around, bends up that far and down that much. Now for his torso here, 2 clicks forward, so 1, 2, right there, pretty nice. And 1 click back, like so, which is great as well. And he also has a waist swivel like so, all the way around. Legs can kick forward that far, so he can sit down on his board if he's lazy, which he's not. Back, not that much, but at least a little bit. He also has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right there, which is nice as well, really great. Boot rotation, feet bend down that far, great. Up that much, not that great, would have been nice if he bent more. But he also has the ankle pivot, and doing the ankle pivot test, he's good to go. Wow, 1 take. So taking an even closer look at Norrin Radd here, starting off by decapitating the surfer himself, and looking at inside, they actually painted the inside as well. They even painted the ball peg as well, which is nice as well. There are some scuffings as to be expected. But just looking at it, pretty clean, really like that. And just looking around this figure, looking inside the armpit, the hinges on the arm here are slightly painted, kind of scuffed up here from moving it. But on the top here, it's painted silver all the way. Looking at the torso here, the back, see right there. And the butterfly joints right here, the bicep, bending the elbow, looking at those, they are painted as well, which is nice. Looking at the fist here, rotating the fist, showing you the range right there, and looking at the silver paint. This one's actually painted all the way, and it's not scuffed up all the way as much, except here in the front. But the base plastic on this is really not that bad. It's not of a dull gray. It's kind of a more metallic-y gray as the base plastic, and then they just painted the silver metallics on the base plastic, which is nice. So when you're scuffing this figure on the hinges, it won't be as apparent as like having a base coat of a regular gray plastic. I don't know. It's just a lot of grays and colors and all whatever. Just basically what I'm saying is that the base plastic, which is kind of a metallic-y dark gray, is fine, and I like that. They didn't go for a other type of gray which is more noticeable. Hopefully you understand that. But just rotating, looking at some of the inner joints here, how far they actually painted this Silver Surfer throughout, it's amazing. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications because there are more videos coming. I should be getting the SDCC Marvel Legends Red Skull with Tesseract, the life-size Tesseract. That should be coming in this week or next week. Hasbro still hasn't shipped it, so what the heck, Hasbro. But yeah, overall, I really do like this figure. There are some minor problems that I have with this figure, like the QC control. So on some copies of the figure, the paint around the eyes, the black paint, it's not painted all the way around the eyes, so it's like half painted on and it's all messed up. So that's one of my minor QC complaints. The other ones is the articulation. Would have been nice if he had some toe articulation or more range in the thigh, but that's okay. The silver on it, it's perfect. I like it. It's clean. There are some scuffings, like I said, on the hinge, but it doesn't bother me. that much. Through articulation, there's no apparent scuffings yet, other than the previous scuffings, but that should be expected with this type of figure. But other than that, he is a great figure, fun figure to pose. And yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf Mora. Signing out. Peace.